Hey guys, it's RebelQueen here. Okay, well, first off, as you can kind of see by the background, room's been rearranged a little bit, and you can kind of see my usual little background here. You can see a little bit more of the purple. That's part of the reason why. Yeah, my last few weeks have been busy. Whew. But anyway, I'm here with a review for you guys. Well, it's not the Sonic 2 review. Still haven't seen that yet. Like I said, last few weeks have been busy. Had a thing at work where we actually worked overtime, so got overtime pay for that. Woohoo! Extra money! So that's part of the reason why things have been busy. Like I said, been rearranging stuff in the room, but so today I was able to go out, enjoy a little me time and enjoy a little bit of movie time. And see a movie, obviously. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing this review. The movie I went to go see is one that it actually came out not too long ago. The Bad Guys. It was a fun movie. It is based on a series of books. I haven't read the books, so I can't tell you like how it compares. But I found the movie very fun. It has if you're an adult and you're taking your kids to see it, you'll find it has a very ocean-esque vibe to it. If you've watched the Ocean's movies, just because of how just because of how the whole situation goes in the movie up to a certain point. But just to kind of give you a heads up, if you haven't been paying attention to the trailers, basically the bad guys, which are a wolf, a snake, a tarantula, a shark, and a piranha, are Mr. Wolf, Mr. Snake, Mr. Shark, Mr. Piranha, and Miss Tarantula. Basically, they are judged and deemed the bad guys just because of what they are. And as the wolf kind of states in the beginning of the movie, he's deemed the bad guy just because, like, oh, he's considered the evil guy, and basically because, like, in every story, like Little Red Riding Hood, Three Pigs, etc., etc., he's the villain. There aren't really any books out there that the wolf is the hero. So he's automatically deemed the bad guy. So because of this, all the characters are basically, you know what? If they're gonna make us the bad guys, we'll be the bad guys. And so they pretty much are robbing things left and right. And like I said, the whole ocean-esque vibe, it not only begins with the fact that, with how they end up robbing things, but also with the fact, like, when the whole opening thing starts, like, it starts with Mr. Wolf and Mr. Snake. They're in a diner, and they're just kind of like, they're having a little topic about, like, Mr. Wolf is, like, talking to Mr. Snake, and he's, like, going, like, they're having the discussion over this one little topic, like, and Mr. Wolf was like, come on, da-da-da-da-da, and Mr. Snake, I just don't see the point. That kind of, to me, that I can't remember which Ocean's movie, but that kind of reference back to Clooney's character and God, I can't remember the character name. Both. I mean the actor's name, but Clooney's character Ocean and the other character who's generally Ocean's right-hand man whenever they're doing the heists. How they're always kind of going like, seriously, haven't you ever, like, what about this? Because they're always having that one little diatribe of stuff. And then they pretty much, and it starts things off, and then and if you remember for like it starts off, they do a heist after they leave the diner, and then it goes into that whole deal of, like, if you remember from the trailer, how it explains things about each of the different bad guys, like why they, like, breaks down like each of their little deals. It was like I said, it was a fun movie. It had an interesting little bit of 3D and 2D, because I mean, obviously the 3D because it is a 3D animated movie, but 2D because if you pay attention to the characters' eyes, obviously I think they mainly kept their eyes 2D with the motion and like how they express themselves. And then, of course, whenever you see like pictures and stuff, like when the characters get back to their hideout, they take a group picture, and of course and you see the picture and like various other pictures they have on their little fridge, it's of course 2D. But because I'm trying very hard not to give you guys any spoilers, because the movie is still freshly new in theaters, and I think the streaming service it's on is Peacock or something like that. So I don't know if Peacock is going to charge you anything or not to watch it, or if it's like, oh, you're already paying for our streaming service, you can go ahead and watch it. But all the voice acting was pretty good. I mean, it fit well, and then when the characters pull their, oh, we're going to be the good guys, I mean, the bad guys pretending to go good, but still the bad guys, well, obviously, they do actually go good, but at first, like in any situation, it's only really one of them who wants to go good. But because I mean, I'm pretty sure all of us have seen the clips from the one scene where they're trying to save the cat and it all kind of goes to heck. And then the other clip that has made the rounds of when Mr. Wolf actually does save him. And they're like, wait, you actually saved the cat? But which, that's actually kind of funny, because apparently Mr. Wolf, after saving the cat, did bond with him, so it's like, okay. Because apparently that's the theme in the universe set in that world, that apparently humans and anthropomorphic animals live side by side, so don't worry, that it's not weird that there's an actual, oh, they're walking, talking animals, and there's a little kitten that they have to save in a tree. What's wrong with that picture? So it's like, it's because that's the reason why. Apparently it's, oh, humans, anthropomorphic animals. Okay. So there are then also regular animals. So yeah, that's why. And oh, and I can't remember really a whole bunch of the trailers that showed beforehand because they really didn't interest me that much. Well, I mean, we had like a trailer for, of course, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, which is coming out this May, which that should be interesting. And then, speaking of, I will give you guys a review over Moon Knight, which is currently airing. I mean, we only have one more episode left on that. And then, the only other one that I remember was it was called Paws of Fury: Legend of Hank. Basically, it was a dog and cat samurai thing. So obviously animated, and it looked funny as heck. And Samuel L. Jackson was doing the voice of one of the characters, along with another person doing the voice in the movie was George Takei. But the main things I'm thinking of, it's funny as heck, and Samuel L. Jackson is doing a character voice. What better combination? Funny as heck, Samuel L. Jackson. So, yes. Oh, and I just remembered another trailer. We are getting another Puss in Boots movie. For those of you who don't remember Puss in Boots, basically Puss in Boots comes from the Shrek universe. The little cat character that kitties, is the little cat character that Antonio Banderas does the voice of. And from the premise of the film, apparently Puss has pretty much used up his 8 of his 9 lives. So tongue-tied. He has used up 8 of his 9 lives. So he's on his last life. And in this movie, he gets reunited with Kitty Softpaws that he met up with in his standalone film, Puss in Boots, that kind of explained his backstory that we didn't know about from the Shrek 2 and Shrek 3 movie. Well, the Shrek 2, 3, and 4 movies. So this should be interesting. But kind of going back to the bad guys. And the music in the movie was awesome. It's like, basically when it gets to like the big thing where it kind of is the turning point that kind of sets everything into motion, it had a really awesome song, and I'm kind of like going, okay, I need to get this soundtrack. But it's like, it was good, and but obviously this movie is very kid friendly, so it's like you have no problems taking your kids to this movie. And like I said, this movie is very Ocean-esque. For those of you who do know the Ocean movie franchise, they have so many numbers, I'm not even going to try and say them all. It's like, The latest one was Ocean's 13, and that was the all-female crew. But it was very Ocean-esque. And then it turned into like kind of somewhat super villainy. But it's like, but yeah, no, it's perfectly, obviously it is perfectly kid friendly, and because of that Ocean-esque deal, I think anybody who is fans of that series, they should be having some fun with the movie too. I mean, if you happen to take your kids or something to it, or you're just even mildly interested in the film itself, you should be having some fun with it too. So I'm giving the bad guys at least a 9. Because, well, there were kind of some parts that I was kind of like, huh? I think you'll kind of get it when you watch, because when you'll kind of get the parts I'm talking about that you're like, seriously, they had to keep on reiterating that. But anyway, I had fun with it. I'm sure you'll have fun with it. But again, if you want more current content to come out, or at least more up-to-date stuff, like us, subscribe us, share our info, because me and Albion are having to take care of day jobs now to make sure we have money and stuff to keep us well afloat. So we need you guys to get us up to a certain viewpoint for us to be able to make this a permanent deal. And remember, Albion is doing his own streaming stuff on his channel every night. He just started like doing the Batman Arkham stuff, but I believe he's still going to continue doing like the Friday night fight night stuff, so keep it up, guys. Oh, and stay safe. Keep wearing your masks, because even though they've said you're free to do whatever, without wearing your masks, the COVID cases have gone back up, and if they go up high enough again, we're going to have like restrictions and stuff put back on us, so it's just better to wear them. So I will see you guys soon. Bye.